Like every time I fly back into Denver and then get in the car and then start the drive home, each step of the way, there's like a relaxing of my heart. And the closer I get to Gunnison County, the easier things feel. And then you cross that county line and you get into Gunnison and you take that right to come home. There's just a real easing inside my body and a real feeling of excitement to be here, but also just like comfort. So I think a lot of people move here, grow up here, leave and come back here because it has that tug that we can't seem to find anywhere else. So I grew up in the city and I went to a big public high school. I never, ever, ever thought that I would want to live someplace where everyone knew my name. And that after that first year, heading into that first off season and walking down Elk Avenue and realizing that I knew the names of everyone who was sitting on a bench, it was so comforting and familiar and lovely. I actually loved it. My story is so woven in to the Gunnison Valley now. Every place is rich with memory and relationships and connections. And I never had that before. I'm just not alone in having that experience. I think that's why so many people are so deeply committed to the Gunnison Valley, because each person has had that experience. There's something about the way that this landscape invites people to participate with it and invites them to be a part of it and invites their story to be a part of it. Gunnison County is an amazing place to live. It's an amazing place to work. It's an amazing place to visit. But it's not without its problems. And so part of what I think leadership needs to do is to be able to love a place and identify the things that need work. I'm stepping into this race because I think that the Gunnison Valley is at a tipping point. We need people who care super deeply, but are willing to take that care and turn it into action. I am ready to put everything I have into the pot to try to help make a difference in our community. I'm not interested in maintaining other jobs or maintaining other interests. I'm ready to be a leader for all of Gunnison County, all of the time. One of the things I firmly believe is that we find balance by getting a lot of voices at the table and listening to them. And that it's super important that people feel seen and heard and that they have an opportunity to speak their truth. And honestly, like the way that I have moved forward so far in my life is when I run up against something I don't know, I phone a friend, I call in help. And so in a community like ours, it's small enough, you can have that one-on-one contact. And so I think it's super critical for any leader to be conscientious of the boundaries of their knowledge and experience and to try to counterbalance those things by engaging with people who are different from us. And I think part of what I bring is that I've worked in so many sectors. I've been here long enough, I've been involved long enough. I've been involved in government, I've been involved in nonprofits. I'm a coach at the high school, I've been a teacher at the high school, I've worked in the service industry. And I'm literally going to be calling people and saying, hey, we need to hear a different perspective. What can you offer to us? That is what I mean by collaboration. That is what I mean by building bridges to different parts of the community. Like there are things that we have in common. There are values that we share. And ultimately, like those solutions that last, they're not going to come from one person. They're not going to come from one person's experience. They're going to come from that collective. What I really want for Gunnison County is for people, no matter where they come from, no matter their background, their walk of life, their income level, their race or ethnicity, their religious background, I want people to be able to come into this place and build a meaningful life. I think when people are grounded in place and they're connected to their communities, they're able to give more and serve more and offer more to the world. And I think that we live in such a special place that it can create those opportunities for people.
I'm Laura Puckett Daniels, and I'm running for Gunnison County Commissioner.